I am back. I've been gone for a couple of weeks. Guys, quite frankly, I do apologize. I just haven't been driving that much, if I'm being 100% honest. I didn't have any videos in the bank like I normally do, and I've been so entrenched with... I've been spinning up some new offers for my own agency, and just the mentorship alone is eating up a lot of my time. So it's not to say the weather's been beautiful too here. I've just been trying to, like, when I have a second, I've been trying to watch some old movies. I've been trying to do all that kind of stuff. So I just wanted to give a quick update. But this video, I just randomly, literally in the last 30, I'm driving to dinner right now. Last 30 seconds, I was like, fuck it. I want to make a video on women and money, the most complicated duo in the entire world. And trust me, I'm good. I'm in a amazing relationship, have been, and nothing's wrong with that. But I've seen people burned by marrying, dating, getting very entangled with the wrong woman. And I've never talked about, I just on the last week or so did my first like political-ish video on the Charlie Kirk situation, which was a whole other thing. But this is very different for me, so I rest assured this is totally off the cuff. I have zero talking points. I just thought of this. I'm like, you know what? I want to talk about this. And it's like, dude, a woman can make or break you. I've seen so many comments on one side saying, where the hell would I be without my women? And you know, I can't imagine life without her. And then the others is like, I will never date again because of X, because they've been burned by a couple of people, or maybe they've had a shitty relationship one time. And it's just like, I just randomly thought, like, man, the one that you choose, there are gold diggers out there. That is a real thing. There are people, women specifically, that will take you for everything that you own and more, right? That's just how some are wired, some operate. I don't know if it's a childhood thing that they get. I don't know if they find pleasure in it. Listen, I'm not trying to be that guy, but they do exist. And then there's the exact opposite, right? There's the ones that nurture you so much, and they understand your well-being in your head without even you really having to say anything. Those are the ones that are special. Those are the ones that you keep without, like, no question, right? And it's a complicated thing, because as a kid you're taught, like, you know, don't stay away from women, or just date. Like, but I've never been the one to quote unquote sleep around. I've never found value in that, to be honest with you. I think I'm not going to get all weird and woo-woo, but I do think it's like an energy thing where it's like, it's a whole transfusion. It's a whole, exchange of energies and different things. And it's like, I'm not just going to give that away. I've always been like that since I was a kid. I know it sounds very strange and very weird, but it's just the God honest truth. Now, obviously a man has, how do I say this? A man has needs, for sure. That is 100% fact. But to a point of, like, still having self-respect for yourself, right? Like, you're not an idiot, so to speak. So I don't know. It's just something that I've always thought of. I've always tried to understand. And it's complicated. It's not an easy mix. It really, really isn't. It's actually very difficult, if I'm being honest. And it's something that a lot of men struggle with, to be honest with you. I get it, dude. Like, it's not an easy feat. So how do you actually go about it? It's like, if you've been burned, this is for my guys who have been burned, maybe especially, it's like, you gotta work on yourself. That is the number one recommendation I could give to anyone watching this video. 20, 30, 40 years old, I don't give a shit. You need to work on yourself, dude. You need to be the man that can provide, that has his mental state in order, who is emotionally stable, is making good money, and then worry about dating. Like, I really wouldn't worry too much or put too much emphasis on, like, I know a bunch of buddies who can very easily pull a ton of women. I've seen them do it, but they're in what's called a dry phase, because they've kind of lost control of themselves. They've been eating like shit. They haven't been in the gym. They've been working on their business and all this kind of stuff. And it's like, they're just getting that back. They're getting in that phase again, and that mojo, if you will, which is very important, right? And I think that's the number one thing. The number two thing is, be selective, dude. Like, don't just give. I see so many men specifically, I've seen this with women too, but men settle, right? Men get comfortable with the first person, the first woman that just gives them all the attention, even a lick of attention, and they're committing their entire life to them. And that's a scary thing to do, man. Like, that is one way to really fuck yourself if you don't know what the hell you're looking for. And it's like, third, this is very kind of cheesy, but don't, like, it's like the law of detachment. I've been meaning to make a video on this, but actually not actively looking for a partner and a girlfriend or whatnot, and then you find the best one. And I've seen people who spend so much time trying to find the right person, and they just end up spinning their wheels. They just end up spinning the everything to never actually succeed at what they're trying to do, which is find a life partner. And it's like, it kind of sounds silly and a little counterintuitive, but I've seen the best, my friends, where it's like you don't even actively look for it, it almost finds you. And I think that happens with a lot of things in life. I think that's just the universe in general. I know that sounds cheesy. You may disagree. I've seen both sides. I've seen both sides prove themselves very, very true. So it just really depends, right? But I guess that's like the 3 high-level points. I won't go really any deeper than that, but I see it so much in this, like, it's a very even dirty, touchy subject, but dude, like the porn thing and like the incel community and just like how the beta males, how many betas there are out there. It's frustrating because it's such an easy small tweak. It's these little small things. It's going to the gym. It's like not participating in any of that shit, not being a degenerate for just like, I'm all for, going drinking and having a fun time once in a while, but dude, your whole life is centered around being chronically online and just watching the dumbest things. So this is like, again, I'm not trying to plug anything. I'm not trying to sell any of my stuff. This is a complete opposite of the business video, but dude, I just like, this makes up for good entrepreneurs and good business videos. And people who, if you watch my videos in the past, this stuff is going to come up eventually, right? This is going to be a part of your life at some point, so you may as well take care of it now while you still can, right? And not be an idiot and not take the wrong turns in life, because that can really fuck yourself. You want to bet on yourself, focus on you only for the time being, for a solid 6 to 12 months, build yourself up as a man, and then go and flourish, go and do whatever the hell you want, and women will magnate to you, brother. Women will attract to you. And like, I'm telling you, like, I've talked about this before, but I lift, occasionally. I don't even take it that seriously, and I get compliments all the time. I get looks all the time. It's a good feeling, and it shows self-respect. It shows you take care of yourself, and people, women especially, attract to that. They enjoy that. I just got the funniest look from this dude. Holy shit, that was funny. But anyways, I won't draw this out too much. Point is, money and women are a very complicated mix, dude, and they will take you for everything you have and then some if you're not smart. And it starts with these ground principles. That's like a step 5. I'm all for getting rich. I'm all for you making good money, dude. But if you're just gonna end up with the wrong woman, she's gonna end up taking, guess what, 50% of that, right? We don't want that. That's not fair. That's some bullshit. I still am strongly against all that kind of stuff. So again, I'll end it here. A lot of good videos coming soon. I have a whole bunch of ideas, more so like scripted out with actual talking points, coming very, very soon. So keep a look and keep a quick eye out for those. And as always, you made it this far. I want to see you win. We will see you in the next one.